Hello everyone, No Respawns here, hope you're having a grand week. So I've got something a little bit different today in the sense of it's something I said I wouldn't do, but now I'm doing, which is I decided to actually finish off Sunshine Tidings Co-Op. Now I'm doing the whole kind of like, you know, face the opposite way reveal thing, but in actual fact, those of you who have watched all the builds know roughly what it looks like. Most of it was just detail on the inside and kind of blending everything together. And just for the record, those of you who kind of get confused as to what I mean by not doing it again, but basically, so I moved from PS4 to PC recently, largely in due to kind of some of the bugs surrounding PS4, and also more importantly, in my personal case, was because my PS4 is a jet engine, to the point where you may even better hear it right now, because I can certainly hear it, and it's incredibly distracting, to the point where I'm just going to turn my headphones up a little bit, and maybe block it out a little bit. Unfortunately, PS4s seem to be designed to fail. I actually even like replaced the fan, completely dusted the whole thing and everything, and it just sounds like an absolute jet engine, which sucks. But anyway, so what I'm doing this video is more of a tour. So I've done loads of bits to it. Obviously, a lot of you have already seen it anyway. But I've actually spent a lot of time decorating the main buildings and also kind of decorating the between areas. So that was the problem with Sunshine Tidings Co-Op in a lot of ways, was that I kind of didn't know what to do to how kind of, because all the buildings were kind of separate build videos, so kind of linking them all together. And I think I've done a reasonably good job, so I've added a few bits as well. Shout out to especially Aslam and his junk workshop decoration mod. That must have been updated recently-ish, because there are loads of new stuff, and also his junk walls as well. So definitely, if you haven't got that mod, download it, and also kind of have a check, because there is loads of new stuff. So basically, there are people moseying around. I've got about 11 people in here, probably 10, because I think one or two of them are provisioners, so they'll be moseying around. But basically, it's quite an RP friendly settlement, I think. I'm quite pleased with the overall feel of it. For some reason, this settlement heavily reminds me of listening to 40k Primarch novels on Audible, because for the entirety of me building this entire place was me listening to, like, you know, a book on Perturabo. It was really, really cool. So yeah, always associate this. I can't stop thinking about Perturabo, in fact. So there we go. So basically, there's this is all on PS4, so there'll be stuff that maybe looks like it's available for PS4. Basically, a lot of the mods that I use have been updated. I'll put in the link in the description to my mod load order, so you can just download them all if you're still playing on PS4 and don't have a jet engine PS4 like mine, and they'll all have this stuff. It's buried in the various menus. So this is the kitchen here. I basically decorated it so it kind of still keeps the same theme, but it's quite nice. It's quite cool in here. I really, really like this settlement a lot. I'm going to show you my favourite part in a sec, actually. We're going to go around the other direction, but I'm just going to show you in here. It's very, very cool. I really find that with this settlement a little bit that I want some kind of ambience going on, specifically music. Sorry, though. However, obviously I can't do that because all the music in the game is copyright. Of course, you've got music playing right now because I can put my own copyright-free music over the top. So this is my favourite. I'm going to call this the street. Now, those of you who remember my castle build knows I'm obsessed with kind of making areas that feel like actual streets, and this is my street. So you've got, I will go back and look at other buildings, but you've got one of my favourite builds ever. Actually, this features loads of my favourite builds ever, but this is my truck. This is my, I don't know, random tower shack. This is my little street. Just, it's so nice. It's kind of quite claustrophobic in a lot of ways, but I always like the idea, and that's the kind of the feeling, the vibe I like to get, is kind of, it makes it feel like more of an urban area. You know, you walk through, it's quite cluttered, there are kind of natural pathways. It's the same feeling you get with Diamond City. You know, so you walk through an area and it feels like it's actually lived in. A quick note as well, I had decorated in these, and that one over there. And also the inside of my weapon shop ages ago, but I got the save game bug because I forgot to save, and I tried to redecorate them today and the same thing happened. So yeah, I decided to not. I actually just started laughing. I was like, you know what? Let's just do the tour. But this is I deliberately tried to make this build. Kind of, it was inspired in a weird way by my original Sunshine Tidings Co-Op, and I kind of wanted it to feel like you were kind of led down these pathways, and it just kind of. There are loads of set piece structures everywhere. Let's pop in here. Actually, this is my yurt, which is really bad in the rain, no doubt. And you're kind of led through, and yeah, it just works quite well. I especially like this, by the way. I was quite chuffed when I did this part. This is actually just the pier stairs, and I put some boards in the top, and it just kind of, it just works, yeah, it just works. There's my church. A load of my builds, if you've watched, I'm going to link in the description, I'm going to link my chapel, and I'm going to link my weapon shop, and they'll have tours. The reason being is, it was this building, this settlement, where we started getting the settlement save bug, which is when it started being bad for me. So you notice, for example, those of you who remember the tour, will know that this is actually missing some of the decoration. It's just because I got the settlement save, the save game bug, and I just couldn't be asked to go back and decorate them again, which is a real shame. But I did have a lot of fun decorating the kind of exterior areas of this settlement, which is the important part, and it kind of blends everything together quite a bit. So there's lots of trash, there's lots of junk. I've been a bit disjointed with this tour, to be honest. Let's go back. I want to show you some choice bits that I didn't make that just come with Aslam's. I think it's his workshop decoration pack and his junk wall decoration. Download both, because he's added things like wheelbarrows. And you've got these little chairs as well. And he's just added loads of little kind of quite nice farm stuff. So I've got a plough here. This is a bit of a disjointed tour, but it's fine. We can just go in. We'll just go in all the buildings and we'll have a look around. Those of you who haven't actually seen these builds before, this is another one of my favourite builds. The whole idea with this house is it's one that you can kind of use as a kind of standalone survival house. So, for example, it's actually got solar power panels at the back and its own little aircon, and that's the actual power switch there. It's also got their own little. This is when I first started playing around with lighting as well. Although you can't really see very well. There's actually a table there. That must have been part of another mod and got deleted. Oops, but it's fine. Still looks quite nice in here. It's quite cozy. I like that one. Let's go in this. So basically, because a lot of your settlers like to walk through here, originally I was going to have it so there was going to be a motorcycle, and it kind of made it look like someone was working on it. However, that was a terrible idea, as all of your settlers, and especially my patrolling robots, kept getting stuck. So I decided to not do that. That just left, I think. Oh yeah, this is my loot. There's the loot. Also the thing, well, look, it's got these little like saw benches and things like that. Oh, it's so good. I need to start making packs like that. So this is my weapon shop. God damn it. See, basically, I lost all the decoration for those other houses and this, but I tried to decorate this today using my video tour as a guide, and I shit you not, I literally was like, I finished the entire bottom area, and I was like, don't break, don't break, 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 and it just went, boop, that thing, you know, it does, where it comes up with the save time bug, and I just... But anyway, this is a cool structure, and I said, I'll link in the description to the actual build video of this, because I quite like this. But the cool thing is you can see it like kind of pre-decoration, I guess. So you've got this whole area up here, which is for the manufacturing of the weapons. Nice little wee balcony as well. And then the idea that they've got these little kind of more easy to transport items, walkways, so there are no actual stairs, and you can just kind of drag something down in a trolley. And this is the actual weapons shop in here that is meant to be decorated, but obviously the stupid PS4 bug, which I never have to deal with again, isn't really friendly right now. This is my wee tower. I've got so many. I love this settlement so much. I do like my little walkways. I basically spent about 4 hours today just kind of blending everything together, because all of these builds are cool, but they are very, very separate, and they kind of felt a bit disjointed. So, for example, I've got a bloke in here. Sorry, mate, were you cooking? I've got curtains. Sorry, I'm just gonna show people around. Yeah. I want you out, yeah, in a few days, because I'm selling it to these lovely people who are watching the video. It's quite a cozy little place. Got a nice little kitchen set there. Eleonora's little one of her creation club item sets. Right, mate. Yeah, God, he's probably giving me evils. God damn it. Down we go. Let's actually go inside this place. So this is where there's lots of chem production. Oh yeah, they've got scarecrows now. No. Seriously, I'll link in the description to my mods on PS4. Definitely download it. Little kind of a cooking area. You've got all your chems, all your veggies. Lots of carrots. And another very, very cozy house. There's so much. I think I've done the settlement scrap glitch on this settlement so many times. It's unreal. What haven't I shown you next? Very disjointed tour, I know, but I wanted to give you the kind of walk around. So let's just go inside all the houses. This was... I don't know what this is inspired by. One of my Pinterest-inspired builds. Oh, hello, Jezebel. Are you cooking? God, even you're giving me evils. Proper dodgy shit going on here. Bit weird. A nice little settlement again. I think a lot of the houses in here were kind of envisioned, if I remember correctly, as kind of the idea they could work standalone, which is I think why I had the challenge. So the way I blended them together. This is a bit of a disjointed tour, and also I'm not going to do a silent tour at the end just because I don't know where to begin with it. But how I've kind of blended all this together is I've built the pathways, as you can see, and then I've added some extra bits to kind of junk the buildings together quite a bit, so that it looks like they're kind of all connected. Oh, let's go in this one as well. There are so many cool shacks in here. Yeah, Davey. Yeah, cool shacks. They're all kind of variations, if ultimately on the same theme, but it's just kind of different player housing options, which I like to think, considering we'll have limited size when Fallout 76 drops, or at least for the player outpost, not for the oh, this one bugged up. Not for the actual communal workbenches. Those will be probably the kind of thing I'm going to be building quite a lot of, I think. Something that just kind of looks like a kind of player survival home. And then I've got my little Minuteman radio tower up here. And my one guard who's assigned to that chair and is meant to be sitting down, but doesn't. Sit your ass down. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. So this one's actually going to give you quite a nice view of the entire settlement as well. This is where the Minutemen do their thing. Whoop. So as you can see, it's quite a nice urbanised area in a lot of ways. I'm a little bit miffed about the decoration. I'm more miffed about how noisy my PS4 is being, but there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, this is the full settlement effectively. I did feel kind of bad that I'd left it, and it was only about kind of 4 or 5 hours work of building just to kind of blend everything. Okay, I lost like an hour, so maybe 4 hours. But it kind of just, it does have a nice feel. I think if I had to criticize it a little bit, is the problem with Sunshine Tidings is the fact is that because everything's it's quite a large area, and I prefer kind of slightly cluttered, more kind of claustrophobic settlements. So sometimes I felt with this one a bit. It's like same with Spectacle Island on my PS4 save. It's like, you know, where do I begin? Because it's so spread out, and realistically, you just can't spend, you know, months and months and months and months kind of sticking everything together. But anyway, hope you guys like that, and it gives you a little bit of closure on kind of what Sunshine Tidings Co-Op looks like. I think eventually I will do another Sunshine Tidings Co-Op as a mod, but I don't know how to tackle that. Like I said, eventually I want to have all of my settlements done as kind of smaller modded builds that are not decorated, so you obviously can decorate them yourself, so they won't take me even a fraction of the time that this one's taken. But with this one, I mean, no, I could let me know what you think, actually, in the description, because it's one of those settlements that I wouldn't know how to tackle. Like, for example, just the nav mesh on the walls would be a nightmare. I was thinking of maybe potentially just doing the kind of the central area and kind of turning it into something. And I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I will have a new video up soon. I just downloaded, or purchased and downloaded No Man's Sky for PC. The reason being, like, No Man's Sky, well, not No Man's Sky. The reason being is because obviously it's got that big update. Loads of people have been telling me about it. I got the game in 2016 and was intending to really jump into it, but then obviously it wasn't really finished, and that and very, very toxic drama surrounding it made me go, fuck that. So expect potentially next week a No Man's Sky video, which hopefully will be quite fun. But until that point, you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend, if you're someone which still has weekend left. If not, have a good Monday and the rest of the week. Follow me on Twitter, @NoRespawns. Follow my Instagram, @NoRespawns. Follow me on Twitch, @No_respawns. There's another person called No Respawns who isn't me. It's someone else. And I'll talk to you lovely people soon. You take care.